What's happening, folks? I'm Andy, your Electric Geek, and in for an unbox today it is Gladiator, the 4K Steelbook box set from Titans of Cult. Now this is the second coming of Titans of Cult. Titans of Cult 2.0, shall we say, over their previous releases. This is the Matrix one I have here. I've got a few of them, but as you can see, a difference already in the type of box. The new version has this kind of rigid box design, which we'll get into shortly, and the old version had this kind of plastic, a bit more cheap kind of looking outer packaging, and annoyingly the flap on it would usually pop up. First world problems, I know, but it was quite annoying, and I'm not the only one that would complain about that. So this is the kind of revamped 2.0, as I say. I was really excited to get my hands on this and open it up. However, it did end in a bit of a nightmare unboxing. You'll see on screen just shortly what kind of happened. I don't understand this. I really don't understand this glue thing. Look, that has damaged the box set. I'm getting really pissed off with this, and I'll go into the reasons why that happened later. So let's jump into the unbox and you can decide for yourself whether or not this is a worthy upgrade. Okay, so the most obvious and welcome change to Titans of Cult box sets is that they now come with this kind of hard, much more premium box, as opposed to that horrible little plastic flimsy thing you used to get on previous releases. So you'll see you've got Maximus's armour on the front, and it's kind of a bit of spot gloss. As I shine it in the light, you'll see it's a different kind of texture to the rest. You've got that kind of like stone marble design, which is very in keeping with the period for Gladiator, and I really like this new motif they have on the side, this kind of metallic gold Ultra HD 3 discs Titans of Cult logo that they have on the side. I think that's really nice. These come off, which is always a good touch, so you can have a much more cleaner look if you want. I'll keep them on for just now. And on the back, just kind of stuck onto the back, is the spec sheet, and Gladiator comes in DTS-X, which is quite unusual. My setup is capable of playing that, so I'll look forward to experiencing a bit of DTS-X, because I don't actually have many discs with that, but you get the theatrical and the extended versions. Commentary track, I'll let you read that. But plenty of stuff with it, over 3 discs. And this can just come off, I believe. I would have been sensible with this. My heart absolutely sank there. I thought that was taking the... I don't understand this. I really don't understand this glue thing. Look, that has damaged the box set. I'm getting really pissed off with this. I've just been unboxing a few of these for later videos, and it's happened with another box set. I just don't get it. Why? Don't put so much glue in it. It damages the box. Anyway. And then down the bottom, we'll get this one off. Yep, let's wreck that one as well. Oh, what is the point? What is the point in that? Look at the state of that. Sorry folks, some genuine rage and disappointment on the video there. So horrible scar on the side, you'll see it says, a kind of faint spot gloss, "What we do in life echoes in eternity," which is a really nice touch, you know, lines from the movie. So it's kind of clamshell design, and this just pops out, and then you'll see another really nice feature here, and it's Maximus's wife and child, which is obviously a big kind of motivation throughout the movie. Opening up, you've got Gladiator on the spine again. You've got a Gladiator's helmet on the inside as well, which is really nice. I really like, it's got a really nice premium feel and that kind of stone marble finish, as I was saying. So then you have your art cards, or photographs should I say, on quite nice paper. And then the main event is the Steelbook. You can see it catching the light there. So this is a kind of make-up tribute to Maximus's armour. I haven't seen the film in ages, so I'm looking forward to watching it, so I can't tell you much more than that about his armour, but this is what he wears. And as you can see that it's a nice kind of semi-gloss kind of finish, and it's embossed as well. So the decals on the armour are actually embossed, as you can see. On the spine you've got the Titans of Cult logo, and of course the title of the movie Gladiator, with just the Universal logo at the bottom. And then in the back you've got another Gladiator's helmet, Maximus's helmet, I believe. Opening up, and as I said earlier, it's a 3-disc set, and I'm led to believe, because I've never actually owned Gladiator on Blu-ray, that this is bespoke artwork to Titans of Cult. Yeah, you can actually see that it has Titans of Cult on the discs, the labelling. So I think that's great. I think that should always be the case with premium collections. It always lets it down a bit when it just has like the standard, you know, that flat blue, or the standard like studio release disc inside what's supposed to be a premium set. But taking the discs out, so that's your 4K, and that reveals Joaquin Phoenix and these other discs. And then that's your shot inside. You can see in the light there the embossing on the front of the Steelbook. And then turning it around, there you are. It's a really nice, clean design. The Steelbook is nice. When I first looked at it, I was a bit underwhelmed. As you'll notice, there was no shrink wrap in this one, because I have actually opened it because I was really keen myself to see what Titans of Cult had done with this 2.0. I don't think they've nailed it. They've certainly not nailed the glue. They might as well have nailed the card on, because mine is now damaged, as you know, but I'll get to the points I'm not happy with shortly. But the Steelbook is nice. And then we have a few photographs, and they're obviously kind of behind the scenes one. Russell Crowe rolling about with a foam tiger, I would imagine. Ridley Scott. What pictures of this tiger? Some of the production design stuff. The costume designers. There you have it. So just 4 cards, but better than nothing. And they're fairly decent quality. Look like they've been released from Universal's archives. There you go, there's your 4 cards. And then you've also got what was certainly a signature of the Titans of Cult releases in the past. You get your little pin badge, and that is really nice. Quite nice quality. A hero will rise. And your little backings there. So hold up the camera, it is pretty smart. Which then takes us on to this kind of new, unique selling point of the Titans of Cult, which when I first heard about this, I thought, that's a great idea. So what this is it's a little plinth basically, and the idea is that you fit the Steelbook in to the slot, and then you can have it like standing up, and you can have it on display, and it has, you know it's Titans of Cult and the title of the film and whatnot. In theory, that's great, and I thought that's a brilliant feature that Titans of Cult will come up with. However, it's wonky. So poor quality control there. You can tell looking at it, it's narrower at one end, and there's not much give in it at all. I think it would actually crack were you to force it too much. I've tried to put the Steelbook in, I'm not going to do it again to damage it, but it's far too narrow basically, it won't fit in. They have thought about scratching the Steelbook, because as you can see they've put like a kind of felt lining, which is just a sticker that goes around, but it's so tight that when I try and put that in there, it just peels away at the felt and risks actually scraping the Steelbook. But yeah, unfortunately still some way to go for me. Certainly if they want 50 quid off you for each release, they have to get these little things right. That should be taken care of, and obviously I shouldn't be damaging my box set just taking the basic J card or slip card off the back of it. A bit ridiculous, and as you can tell I'm pretty annoyed about that. So I hope you enjoyed the unbox video there and you got a good look at the new Titans of Cult 2.0. Unfortunately you're back looking at this massive pluke that I've got in my nose. There's nothing I can do about that, just terrible timing. As soon as I've sat down to film a video, boom, big spot at the end of my beak out of nowhere. What can you do? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, the box set itself, I do think it's a very good upgrade over the old Titans of Cult. I think the rigid box in particular is very welcome, and I think the attention to detail, particularly on this movie Gladiator, you know, the text in various different places, the wife and the kid on the little kind of flap, if you like, as it opens, all these wee things are really, really nice. The pin badge is cool. The art cards are pretty standard fare, and of course the Steelbook itself is nice. Now when I actually unboxed, you might have kind of heard in my voice that I wasn't overly blown away by the Steelbook, and I think that's because I hadn't seen the film in a while. I understood it was his armour from the movie, but when I watched the movie again, which was just last night, and it was my first time in 4K also, by the way, I kind of fully understood why they went for that design, and I think it's actually really cool and really tasteful that they've done the Steelbook in that way. It is pretty iconic, and while I'm at it, I'll just say that the 4K transfer on this movie is absolutely fantastic. It's all the bells and whistles, it's Dolby Vision, it's DTS-X, which is DTS's version of object-based audio. But yeah, looks and sounds amazing. It's a really epic film. I think it won Best Picture in 2000, and I think Russell Crowe also won an Oscar for Best Actor. Might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, it's really worth owning, and if you've got the readies, then it might be worth buying it. Certainly if you don't have it like I did. I was buying it for the first time, I didn't have it in my collection, so it made it a bit of an easier call. But yeah, just buyer beware, because as I say, I do think there's still some quality control issues with Titans of Cult. I appreciate this is the first time out with this kind of new product, and there's two versions now. They've not just got the one. So previously, like I said, with that Matrix box set, it was just a kind of one size fits all for £35. You now have two options. You've got this, which I think is the Titans edition, which is going to be their kind of standard, the replacement for that, their old standard, which was the Matrix box set I had a second ago. And now you can get a £100 box set, which I think is the Supreme. I don't actually have that, but there's plenty of videos out there. I'll link one in the description for an unboxing of that if you're interested. It was just a bit too steep for me. £100 usually they kind of cut off for me just for one movie. It would need to be something really special for me to, you know, dish that out for one movie. But the £50 I think is good. Do I think my particular version is worth £50? No, because as I say, the plinth thing to hold your Steelbook in, I think it's a great idea. It's a unique selling point for Titans of Cult, I think, but poorly executed. Now I think my version was a second wave, because I actually missed the pre-sale on this, and then I was fortunate when it popped back up again nearer the time of release, I think December sometime, and I jumped back on it then on Amazon. So I'm not sure if that was a rushed batch, and that's maybe why the quality has dipped somewhat. You know, you've got the overuse of the glue on the J card, which caused damage, as you could see in the video. And then the fact that, what is the point in having a Steelbook prop or a Steelbook plinth if it doesn't even fit the Steelbook? Or, you know, you'd have to ram it in there to the point where you're going to scuff your Steelbook. Just poor quality control, in my opinion, and it's not fit for purpose. So I don't think my version was worth 50 quid. I'm not overly bothered enough to send it back. I think I might get in touch with Amazon or Titans of Cult purely for the purposes of feedback, just to kind of let them know so that they can sort it going forward. And if they want to give me a partial refund, that's great. But the main thing is for me is that I've got the film now in 4K, the Steelbook is nice, and the outer packaging is nice, apart from the damage to the back, but you're not going to be looking at that too much, so I'll let it slide. The blobs of glue, that can be addressed. I don't know why they don't just use stickers. Stickers are much better, easier to come off, and they're not going to damage it. Or even better, why not put the J card inside as like a leaflet inside the box set? And I appreciate for other editions that are maybe going to be on a shelf on like HMV or somewhere else in America, you know, Best Buy or something, then you need that J card so that you can pick it up off the shelf and see what's included. But if you're ordering off the internet, be it Amazon, be it Zavvi, like I was, Titans of Cult, to the best of my knowledge, the 2.0 anyway, I don't think is going on any shelves in the UK. So you're finding information there and then, and you're deciding to order it anyway, so you don't need a J card stuck to the back of it. Have it inside. It's nice to have the tech spec, seeing aspect ratios, run times, all that kind of stuff, special features, but yeah, just put it inside, and then we don't need to stick anything to the packaging. Titans of Cult, if you're listening, that's my suggestion to you going forward. But it's not all doom and gloom. As I say, it is a nice box set, lovely kind of premium feel to the outside of the box, which I suppose is quite important. The gold brand and all these wee touches just make it a little bit more premium. It is a nice box set, absolutely, but yeah, there's some teething issues, clearly. Some quite serious teething issues, shall we say. But other than that, what do you think? I'd like to know in the comments. Did you pick up this or the Supreme Edition, and did you end up with massive blobs of glue on yours, and did your Steelbook fit in the holder? These are burning questions that I want to know, so please put that in the comments and let me know what you think, and I'll have a chat with you in the comments section. Just while I've got your attention, my next reviews, I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to try some shorter, more to the meat and bones, more technical reviews of some 4Ks over the next few weeks. So I'm going to be covering Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny, another Harrison Ford title in The Fugitive, and The Creator. And I'm quite keen to talk about this because this is quite an interesting one. Good, really good movie, and I think it was quite a hotly anticipated 4K Blu-ray release for us physical media collectors. However, it's quite a disappointing one, but I'll save that for the video itself. But yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, if you're hitting the channel up for the first time, then please consider subscribing, and that way you'll not miss these reviews when they drop. But I've been Andy Electric Geek, thanks very much for tuning into the channel. Keep buying 4K Blu-rays, and I'll see you in the next video.